Welcome to Vale's Village of Transformation. It's right here in Oman. Iron ore is transformed into pellets, roughly the size of your fingertip, before being shipped to steelmakers in the region and created into everything from the staple at the top of your documents to the tip of the Eiffel Tower. This journey of transformation begins in Liwa, at Vale's industrial complex. Follow us as we take you on a journey unlike any other. First, the iron ore arrives in Sohar port after having been mined, beneficiated, and transported along railways from our mines in Brazil and shipped to Oman on board some of the largest bulk carriers in the world. Direct access to this port facility helps maximize efficiency when receiving the 400,000 tons of iron ore. That equates to twice the estimated total amount of gold known to have been mined throughout human history. The iron ore is then transferred into giant unloading hoppers before starting its journey across our 4.5-kilometer-long conveyor belt system. Our conveyor belts forever pump raw materials throughout the plant. These belts constitute the veins and arteries of production, keeping the port, yard, and pelletizing plant alive to transform iron ore into pellets. From the stockyard, the iron ore is fed into storage bins, where it is then extracted and mixed with other minerals. Iron ore in its purest form is extremely soft and therefore unsuitable for use to create the objects we see around us. It must go through several reduction and refining steps to create metals such as steel. Once mixed in with additives like limestone and anthracite, the mixture is too moist for grinding, and so it is first dried in a large chamber. The mixture is then ground into fine particles, like talcum powder. Following which the fine material is sent up into a bright yellow cylindrical storage silo with a 6,000-ton capacity. The ground material is extracted from this silo and mixed with a specific quantity of bentonite and water. They act together as a binder for the material. The mixture then takes its long route up towards the balling discs. This is where the mixture moves into the heart of production, and the final product becomes fully formed. In the balling area, the action is fast. The moist, grainy mixture is drawn onto balling discs, which constantly rotate, causing the grains to cluster together and bond. In order to form balls that have the appropriate size of 9 to 16 millimeters, they must contain a moisture level of around 8%. Those that pass the screens then proceed to the induration stages of the process, designed to harden the balls. The balls are first fed onto a traveling grate, where they are gradually heated to temperatures reaching 1,150 degrees centigrade. This turns them into hardened pellets, strong enough to withstand tumbling in the rotary kiln, the first of its kind used by Vale. In the kiln, the pellets are subjected to slow tumbling, constantly exposing new bed surface to temperatures up to 1,250 degrees centigrade. That's as hot as molten lava. The pellets, now uniform and strong, roll out the kiln red hot. To ensure that the product does not crack during cooling, the pellet's temperature is gradually reduced in a circular cooler consisting of different zones. The air is recirculated to recuperate as much heat as possible. The hot air is then reused in the production process to save energy. The cool pellets then undergo a screening process, where whole pellets are separated from those that are fragmented. They are then coated with a solution of lime and bentonite before being dispatched to the pellet yard. Meanwhile, massive precipitators create magnetic forces that remove dust from the air created during the drying stages. This readies it for a clean return to the atmosphere and is one of the many eco-friendly measures taken during production. Finally, the produced pellets are transported to the storage yard for stockpiling at a rate of 500 tons per line per hour. That gives us the ability to produce 9 million tons of pellets per year. As you have witnessed, it takes a lot of transformation to create a pellet of iron ore, roughly the size of your fingertip. Now we're doing that with the help of Oman, and a great vision for the future, laid out by His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said. Our question is, what will happen in the next stages of transformation? The transformation of human imagination into the world of possibility.